I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wigiana. I got your wig, ho.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Before we get into this video, everything I say is not motherfucking fact in this bitch, so don't take it as such.
Girls can't take my motherfucking mouth, bitch. My mouth is real and it's raw and it's raunchy, bitch. I'm gonna give the girls exactly what the fuck they asked for. The girls is going to know my wrath. Trust me.
Well, hello there. I am Karen Huger's Wig, or the Wigiana, and you are in bed with me. I'ma have to start charging you bitches because this should be a specialty that you are in bed with me. No, I'm kidding. But welcome back to my channel. I will be going over the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Potomac, and Beverly Hills. So buckle up. This will probably be a long ass video. So like I said, or I don't think I did say, but get a motherfucking snack. Get whatever you need to get comfortable, even if it's meth, because sometimes I can tell the way y'all comment on my page, it's giving a little bit methiana. I'm not judging, I'm just saying it's giving a little bit methiana. A little bit the way my eyes are giving methiana right now because of the reflection, as I said last week. I am not on meth. I don't give meth. I don't have sour eye. Okay, hold on. I do have sour eyes because I'm wearing glasses, so obviously there is something wrong with my eyes that I can't see, but not in the way of sour that I think of, like twisting. My eyes don't do the hokey pokey. And I'm not making fun of anybody whose eyes do the hokey pokey. I'm just saying, like, my eyes don't do the hokey pokey, as the reflection is making them look like they are doing the hokey pokey, okay? Look at my eyes. No motherfucking hokey pokey, just blind, okay? But get into this outfit. Yes, I don't know why I'm opening my legs like this. Close your legs to married men. But let's get into this recap. We will be starting with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and all that entails. Miss Monica Lewinsky doll on my gown and hard face leather Heather. Yes, okay.
You look gorgeous. Look at this emerald green. Oh my gosh. Hi.
You look so stunning.
How are you?
Come in. Sit down. Have you been watching at all?
No. So you didn't have like...
I had a
Kim K
husband
started out
home
as
at
an
the time.
assistant, and look where it got her, and I'll start out as an assistant and see where it gets me.
Like, look, at the end of the day, my goal is to be a star, bitch. Kind of joking, but also kind of serious. Like, I don't want to ruin my chances for ever being on a Bravo show. Hello! No! Bravo will not touch you again with a 10-foot pole. And that's exactly what I was saying. I'm not trying to ruin my credibility or name or future like that. Bitch, what happens if fucking Lisa Barlow or Meredith Marks somehow, we don't know, okay, we got in with Jen, we would never be able to do that again.
Kim Kardashian was a assistant. And look at that bitch now.
Yeah.
I can fully admit that the whole reason why I was an assistant and putting up with that was as a stepping stone, as a learning experience.
So that proves what? That she was doing it to get on the show? Were you being her assistant to get on the show?
I didn't think I would ever end up on the show, honestly. But why wouldn't I try to get on the show?
I was just clarifying that I don't think you were her friend helping her. I think that you had an agenda.
Friend, Heather.
Well, you had an agenda.
Second reunion, enjoyed Monica. They better not take her off. This whole thing, like, one's gonna go, one's gonna stay. No, if someone doesn't like it, they can leave. There should be no cast member that sets ultimatums for other cast members.
I also can't fault her. Of course, she tried to be a housewife.
But why is that so bad? So did everybody.
Exactly.
You don't think that each one of us didn't go through the interview process and go home after and be like, I want this? It's the same bullshit when people are fired or, like me, put on pause, which I will stand by until So many of these housewives are like, no, I actually left on my own. I don't want to go back. I was like, I am terribly sad and I want to go back. I'm waiting for the call. Why is that bad to say? I think it's ambitious of her. She wanted to be on the show. She went for it. And by the way, she's great reality TV. I like Heather Gay a lot, but why is it okay that she is doing this and Heather lied all year long last year about the black eye, lied to production, lied to the audience, lied at the reunion? I want to hop on to reunion 3 because I'd be like, really? At least I'm not a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Mary M. Cosby. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Andy.
Great to see you at a reunion.
Yes, it is the week interrupting, as this is a recap. Duh, okay? And this is not motherfucking Hennessy. And if it was, mind your business. It's just tea. Like I'm about to give y'all. Okay, I don't have no tea, but I just want to say, Mary, you are giving inches. I am living for your bundles. Your hair normally is looking a little bit rag and tagged in this bitch, and I'm not like a wigologist, and my hair don't give, and I'm barely hanging on to the edges that I have, but I'm just saying, like, girl, finally, you have got it together. And I'm saying it to you because I can, as you have the coins. Like, there's no reason you should be on camera with your hair looking all distressed, okay? You are a bad bitch, and I want you to give, bad bitch, which you are giving now with these bundles.
We missed you at...
Andy, are you going to make me pay for that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, we missed you at your last reunion.
But we all are fine with your reactions to us, and they're not nice. I don't say anything about you. What do I say about you?
Now, Mary, girl, okay? Let's not act like you don't be eating the girls to the motherfucking bone. Rightfully so, and I enjoy it, but you do be acting really sour towards the ladies. Now, I'm not saying, again, they don't deserve it, because we don't see everything like what they do to you or how they're shading you, but like you really be eating them up and be sour towards them and not wanting to participate with anything involving these ladies because you yourself say you don't like them. So don't act like you don't be saying things about these girls, because you do. I mean, you do say it to their face, so I'll give you that. So I guess it's like not counting as you talk about these girls then, I guess, maybe, because you say it to their face. I don't know.
Not this season. Okay, didn't. Then be quiet. Yeah. Nobody's
well, I mean, with all due, you called Heather inbred.
I mean, I don't want to talk about nobody's looks because, one, she's a woman, so I don't like doing that too much, but I'm just saying, like, Heather, she don't look inbred like. Okay, she do give Kissing Cousin a little bit, but what she gives to me is like, okay, I know she has a beauty business, which is shocking to me because I'm not saying she isn't beautiful, because she is beautiful. I'm just saying her face is hardened. It's like real. I know I call Mia Let's Play a Game. What's his name? The one on that bike. He be go, what is his name? Oh my god. Oh, Jigsaw. Okay, I know I call Mia from Potomac Jigsaw, but a little bit Heather gives me Jigsaw. The way her face is so hardened, like cement poking in her face. So if you go in the beauty lab, let me know if she's like injecting cement into people's faces, because that's what it's giving. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
What's worse, your house comment or calling her inbred?
Right. Well, that's...
Yeah. I think my house comment's worse.
You think you do?
I do.
About your decor?
Okay, so I think by now most of you know I'm not a hard-faced leather. Heather, you know what? Girl, I'm gonna stop calling you that because you are very beautiful. I'm just confused again why your face is so hard and you work for like a beauty injection thing. But if it's a disease, somebody let me know if you're a nurse, because I don't want to keep saying like her face is hard and she has a disease, like a hardened disease that makes your face hard. You know, because her face is real, like, I'm being serious too, like, dead ass. If she does have a disease, let me know, because I will. It's not right to talk about anybody, period, but I am, what was that? I am recapping things right now, so I need to talk about it. And what I see, again, is her face hardened. So, again, if it's a medical condition, let me know, or if it's just whatever she's injecting in her face. Girl. Okay, but my point that I was trying to make before I got back into Heather's situation. I do feel like the inbred comment is a little bit worse, or way worse, than talking about somebody's house. Now, I'm not saying that is right, period. You don't talk about people's houses. I mean, you can have an opinion on their decor and so on. You are in a reality show, so I guess they are probably asking you of such. But also, like I said, calling somebody inbred is, again, in my opinion, a little bit worse than the house comment, as I just said.
Because she's phony. Like, don't come to my house and say, oh, this is so pretty. Is this a mansion?
I said your house was grand. I said it has elements that are unique, that are characteristic. It has huge throne-like chairs.
I was just trying to, what I'm saying is, I was in my house before this show. I didn't need this to get, like you got your house after the show.
Oh, you mad? Oh, you mad? But it's giving, better cut the check. Cut the check.
They're there now, Pebble Ice. It'll be okay. Shh, Mommy will make it better. Mommy will make it better. All the finest amenities.
But it's giving, better cut the check. Cut the check. Cut the check.
You say everything to people's faces.
I do.
And it's shocking.
Thank you.
I mean,
I'm saying thank you because I say it to your face.
Can I say this to you?
You can say it.
If you were trying to be my real friend, this would never even be. But then for you to just walk off like it's nothing is super hurtful. I'm really sorry I hurt you. You're a liar.
No, I'm the liar? Wow.
You're weird. I don't feel like I'm a part of this world. I don't feel like I fit. I was born. Oh my God. I was born for God.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
I'm here to spread the gospel.
Oh, beautiful.
And know your purpose in life. Little girl.
Okay.
Your car's out front. Did you try it? You can leave.
Mary, give her blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Mary, what was your opinion on Jen not trusting Heather, knowing how loyal Heather had been to her?
I don't like
it's
that.
The federal government versus
I'm
Jen.
talking
That's
to
a
her.
big deal.
Let me talk.
You are talking.
I
We're
know,
all talking.
but no,
It's a
you
conversation.
talk and say what
We're a
you
friend
say.
Group.
Say I don't
We're a
want to
friend
say.
group. It's a friend group.
Hey, Mary, can I finish with Meredith, please, for a second? Just for a few minutes, please.
Sure.
You know where the
Hey,
door
Mary,
is?
open your mother
eyes
eyes
at me one more time. You
What
want
are
to
you
know
gonna
the
do?
truth?
Whoop my butt?
If you no,
I'm not
absolutely
scared
not.
of you, girl. See the
No,
door
you
exit.
sit down.
I am sitting down. What you think?
She's serious.
You are my perfect life. God's love for his people reigns in you. Tanan dede a dede abo matiti ha dede abo tahan dede ehenade. I plead the blood of Jititana neteta an dede a nanade.
Women.
I can't believe I wasted another outfit on this event. Like, where's the food? Like, what are we eating?
I want a fish sandwich. I want a 6-piece nugget. Large fry. Thank you, Clark. Starving.
Make sure everything's in there before we leave.
I was looking for the fish. Yep, it's here. Thank you.
So, Whitney, so why are you guys here early? I don't get, what is the connection?
So
Like, what's
Trixie's
going
one
on?
of my good friends.
That's why you're here early?
I got caught up in a lot of bullshit talking about you, and I'm so sorry.
You severed our future. Severed it.
But Mary, you have to own it too.
What do you mean I have to own? I have to own you talking about me?
It's hard. She does this.
You need to grow up.
Mary, that's very offensive.
Grow up, okay? I'm done.
Mary,
Have a good night.
no.
I'm not doing this with you. You're not wasting you've wasted enough of my time.
Mary, please don't do this.
Watch me leave.
Mary, did you
talk-
hear? I brought you here to take accountability and talk.
Well, you're not
through
doing it. So
You're
you know what?
upset
Goodbye.
because I'm asking you to do the
You're not
same
doing
for
it.
the-
I mean, this front, this facade.
I am
Who's
not a
Whitney?
facade. You won't even have a conversation, Mary.
No. So, and did I hurt you at all?
No.
I'm not talking to you. Like do you have a mute button?
No, I don't.
Well, you need to get one.
I'm on play all the time.
I'd like to choose activities that I'm ready to grow with that group.
Whitney, you had some strong feelings. You tweeted, "I cannot sit and listen to this evil and mean woman talk about growth."
It's hard because I feel like I've personally put so much work into myself over the last, I've spent thousands of dollars in therapy. I've been making it a conscious effort to be a better person.
Pumpkin girl. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'ma stop. Okay, let me not do too much. Girl though, like, what are you talking about change? What is all this change that you're talking about? This therapy and such? It's still giving to me you're the same messy ass bitch from season 1 that you are now. Like, so what is this change that has happened? Like, I'm not trying to doubt you. I'm just saying, like, it's giving the same energy, the same person, the same pumpkin. No new pumpkin energy, the same pumpkin, just messier.
And so to see you talk about us that way, to see like what you would say in your confessionals.
So
about
you're
us.
saying what you're tweeting, calling me, cursing me, and calling me names is gross?
Get her. Get her. Get her.
I believe that they have their beliefs.
Okay.
And they have that our color is cursed by the color of Cain. And that we will be in a different heaven. Our color, our skin color will be in a different heaven and we'll be the help. And that was
what
taught.
Mormons
And Heather,
believe?
Ooh, we are getting into some things, and I know some of you guys are like, how did we get to this moment? Okay, yes, I'm a little bit confused too, but that's due to me having a gummy or two. When I say gummy, I mean edibles. And when I say edibles, I mean from Elixir LA. And in particular, these are one and done gummies, and they are strawberry watermelon. When I tell you these bitches will have you on your motherfucking BBL, silicone, whatever you have injected into your cakes, bitch, yes. Okay, these are strong as fuck. So that's why I'm a little bit confused right now. Okay? But I do recommend you buy one of these, as they are that girl. Okay? Get into her. She's that bitch, right? Okay? But anyways, so Andy basically is asking what the issue is with Mary and Whitney, or maybe he's not asking, but I'm gonna tell you. Whitney is saying, or not Whitney. Hold on, I told you these edibles. Okay, Miss Mary says that Pumpkin, aka Whitney, is a racist ass bitch, and then she gets into the history of Mormonism and that, or not Mormonism, or whatever, Mormonology. Something of the sort, and that's what they are talking about now, and that's why she thinks that I guess Whitney is a racist ass bitch, or Pumpkin is a racist ass bitch. But like Whitney says, or you will see her say, she's not part of the Mormon community, so I don't know why she thinks that in particular Whitney or Pumpkin is a racist ass bitch. I mean, I can tell you, which I will show you in the future, why she thinks such, but she didn't say it at the reunion. So I'm a little confused on that, but let's get into it.
I'm Mormon, so can somebody ask me?
There is Mormon doctrine. Mormon doctrine is rooted in racism.
No, it is not.
So let's jump over to the Book of Mormon. 2 Nephi 5:21. And he caused a cursing to come upon them, yea, even a sore cursing because of their iniquity. Behold, they had hardened their hearts against him, and they had become like unto a flint. Wherefore, as they were white and exceedingly fair and delightsome, that they may not be enticed unto my people, the Lord God did cause a skin of blackness to come on them. So here we have one of the first overtly racist teachings by Joseph Smith, that black people and brown people, because we're not talking about like African black, what we're talking about are South American Indian black. So Joseph Smith, via the Book of Mormon, makes clear that they are black so that white people will find them unattractive. That alone should be reason enough for everyone to leave the church. That one verse right there.
The church has successfully recruited among black-skinned Polynesians from the islands of Fiji.
I wasn't a member when we came over, and then I would take lessons from the elders, and I came to think about it, and I knew that this was the true church.
We have Polynesians in every phase of church here in the islands, and in Salt Lake there's some Polynesians that are in high positions in the church.
No matter how dark-skinned they may be,
It has nothing to do with Polynesian race, why they're entitled to every benefit that the church has.
But some black-skinned people are not able to achieve full status in the Mormon church.
In this day, as in ancient time, there are some who have not been given the privilege at this point of holding the priesthood of the church. Among those who do not have this privilege are those of African Negro ancestry.
The term priesthood requires some definition because this church has no professional clergy. Religious leaders are laymen, all males. At age 12, they are eligible for membership in the priesthood. Joining the priesthood is more important for Mormon boys than a christening for Catholics or a bar mitzvah for Jews. Young priesthood members serve communion, and only priesthood members can advance to positions of higher religious leadership. You cannot be a woman or a so-called Negro. Mr. Ashton, what is the church explanation for the exclusion of blacks from the priesthood?
I think I can perhaps best answer that question with this statement issued by the First Presidency of the Church on December 15th, 1969, and I quote, "From the beginning of this dispensation, Joseph Smith and all succeeding presidents of the church have taught that the Negroes, while spirit children of a common father and the progeny of our earthly parents, Adam and Eve, were not yet to receive the priesthood for reasons which we believe are known to God, but which he has not made fully known to man."
Any change would come in a revelation through the church president.
From the Lord Jesus Christ.
On every level to outreach, but we have to acknowledge it in order to change.
Okay, first of all, Lisa, who the fuck is Thurgood, whoever you said? I'm sorry if I'm being ignorant by not knowing who that is and that she's a Mormon and that's supposed to mean something, that she's a black Mormon lady or whatever, and you're trying to equate that to her or Mormons not being racist. But who the fuck is she? And what does that mean? Everybody has a coon in their community. I'm not saying that this Thurgood lady is a coon. I'm just saying, like, who the fuck is she? And anyways, Heather, girl, thank you for speaking the truth as you were a part of the community, the Mormon community. So you know all that entails or what is involved with being a Mormon. And you spoke the truth and gave a history lesson. So yes, even though you don't really fuck with Mary and she called you inbred, you still gave us the tea.
I just want Mary to know, because that's a big accusation to make, and I am no longer a member of the Mormon Church, and that was part of my process for me.
I don't have anything against the Mormon Church.
What you're saying?
I don't have anything against Mormon Church, Heather.
But you just
well, you just said it's a racist church.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well, but it doesn't mean I have anything against them. That's their religion and that's their belief. But I don't have anything against them. Personally, I think we can just leave them alone.
That's fair, Mary. That part's fair.
We're women of white privilege.
Oh, so Flavor Flav's pumpkin wants to act woke now. Maybe she is, and it's nice that she's sharing this information on how, like, black women are affected by certain things and words and so on in this bitch. But, like, where was this energy when that racist, the one who was harassing Mary, showed up to your event and you took photos with her? Now, I'm not saying you can't take photos with certain people, but, like, your dramatic ass would normally kick people out that you don't fuck with. But, like, you instead were cussing fans out who were cussing you out for taking pictures with a racist. So my point is, like, why are we not talking about that situation on the show now? But now we're trying to paint you as some, like, woke bitch who knows all of this stuff.
So inherently, there are things that we have to...
Go ahead and preach it, Whitney.
No,
you've been saying some good things lately. I have to say that.
I've been learning,
Go ahead, girl.
Mary.
The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Nguyen has been fired by Bravo after her racist and anti-vax social media posts resurfaced last week. In a statement, the network said is now ceased filming with the 44-year-old reality TV personality. Bravo also stated, we recognize we failed to take the appropriate action once her offensive social media posts were brought to our attention. The offending jokes using phrases such as BLM thugs were posted over a 6-month time period amid the ongoing Black Lives Matter protests in 2020. Fans expressed their thoughts and called for the reality show star to be fired last Wednesday after they slammed her over the offensive and controversial posts. So Jen says, at the time, I thought I was speaking out against violence, but I have since learned how offensive and hurtful my words were. So what are your thoughts on the situation?
Girl, please. Bravo to Bravo. Bravo to Bravo. Yes. This should not be tolerated under any circumstances. And the only reason she's apologizing is because she got caught. You know, that these tweets started surfacing. Yeah. But it's like, you can't get away with that. And I'm glad, like, networks are no longer taking it. You know, they stopped filming with her right away. She is done for the season. She is done with Bravo, and that's the right thing to do.
Do you think Mary Cosby set out, reportedly she has set out of filming the reunion because of this?
That's what I heard. I don't know for sure. But you know what's happening, since I can say I'm on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, race was never really a part of the show because they never had diversity.
That's right.
I came along to Beverly Hills. You know, people were tiptoeing because they're afraid to talk about it. But it's what's happening in the world. If I don't represent my diverseness, then...
Right.
Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Playing traffic. Playing traffic. Why they hate this?
You know what, everyone? I hate that I have to do this on a Saturday after enjoying a quiet day with my family. But fuck all you haters, because I am not friends with Jenny Nguyen. I did not invite her to my event. She showed up to my event that I was hosting, which was a public event, with her own camera crew, okay? She came up to me, she apologized, said she felt bad for everything that had happened. She is not my friend. I do not stand by what she had posted, her beliefs. But if someone says I'm sorry, I'm gonna snap a photo and move on, because what was I gonna do? Create a scene at my business event? No. She stood by me for a minute, snapped a photo, moved on. So you all should too. Thank you.
What? But I want to know personally, what have I done or said to you?
It's not anything you do or say, it's your actions, and it's a feeling, and you have to be my color to know it.
Yeah, okay,
it's not something that somebody could teach you. It's not something somebody can tell you.
I just want to make sure bitch. Stop. Shut up. Stop acting so phony. I cannot with Pumpkin only due to her, again, acting fake and phony. You know your behavior. Why would one think you are racist? Like, let's just be real. You have to have exhibited some type of racist behavior. Probably like the one I just showed in the last montage. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess one's feeling that they get from you doesn't determine that you're a racist. But I mean, if the shoe fits in this bitch, I'm just saying. But you just sitting there acting, I just want to make sure. I can't take it. But I guess it's nice that she wants to learn, grow, and own up to. You know what? I really don't care. I want Pumpkin out of my face. So we're going to move on to the next scene, and they are going to talk about Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / reality Bontes.
Mary, you weren't in Bermuda, but after you watched the finale, what did you think of what the women discovered about Monica?
Okay.
Just give me a minute. Wait till everyone's here. I have something really important I need to tell you. I got your text. What's going on? Hey, thanks for meeting me.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you okay? Let's wait for Meredith.
Okay.
Hey guys. Hi. Thanks for coming.
What is going on?
I'm nervous.
You know, I'm shaking.
Yeah, me too.
I know, so am I.
There's something I need to tell you guys.
Okay.
And it's big and it's not good.
What is it? You're gonna cry.
You know,
Heather.
guys, we've come a long way as four. We have. And Monica is not who she says she is.
Okay.
She's not our friend. She's someone that has schemed and worked to infiltrate our friend group.
Okay.
And the name that you all know her as, the woman whose birthday we celebrated, who we have been trying to champion and support and defend. Is Reality Von Teese.
Why'd she leave? Why'd she return? Send me all the deets. And who am I? That's one secret I'll never tell. The only one. XOXO. Gossip Girl. Where is she answering? And who am I? That's one secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
I thought it was a little bit over the top. Like it was a little much with how they treated her and how they pushed her out.
Pack your bags and go.
Especially no one was reflecting on themselves and what they went through. And that was a little...
I just want to pause. Pay attention to what Miss Puppet Mama is saying to Hard Face. I did it again. Sorry, girl. Okay, let me start that way. But pay attention, though, what Miss Lisa is saying to Heather. She said dumb bitch or something of the sort like that. But keep that in your brain, your memory, all those things.
Much. Because I have no idea who, whatever the troll account is. I don't...
Would you care if that account called you a dumb bitch? I'm just asking.
Probably not.
Okay,
I
you
don't
wouldn't care? That wouldn't bother you? Okay.
No, I get called everything on the
just wanted to
internet,
make sure.
like Twitter.
What
They come for me
What if
hard,
like a
and I
good
don't
friend
care.
called another good friend a garbage whore who can go herself?
Oh, because you know called Mary a dumb bitch. That's why you're speaking
No one
up.
called. No,
the
I'm
audio.
saying.
Look what I told y'all. So apparently what Lisa is trying to portray is, I guess, from Heather's recordings. Yeah, from Heather's recordings, I guess Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown was caught calling Mary a dumb bitch, but I don't think she was calling Mary a dumb bitch. I'll let you guys listen to the recording, but I don't know. But look, she got it on recording, and you see how eager Miss Puppet Mama is for Miss Puppet to play the tape. And you see how eager Puppet is to listen to Puppet Mama and pull out the tape.
That's exactly why I called her a snake. Like, you dumb bitch. Like, low-key, I want to DM Mary from, like, a burner account. She probably wouldn't ever see it. And just be like, bitch, I could do it from Reality Von Teese. Okay? But anyway, because we know she'd be watching that shit. And she would open our messages. And just be like, just so you know, Julian, one of our followers fucking said that she said everything. Just so you fucking know. Bitch, that girl is a fucking dirty rat.
You're not going to play one 10-second
dumb
clip.
bitch.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
shut your mouth.
I'm not going to shut my mouth.
No, I did not.
It's your
You're
voice.
not going to
Okay,
sit
well,
on
what is
the
it?
I was not talking about Mary.
Oh,
And
a different Mary? You're going to dump a DM in a
that
from
is
a
what
burner
Jen
account?
was saying about her.
Yeah.
And you need to be playing all of those and the other person's side of where you...
And this is where the mask starts to piss me off. Girl, what do you mean you don't have to play everything? No, you do need to play everything because you're playing shit that's cut and pasted, or not cut and pasted, but just trimmed to make Monica look sour. And yes, Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / Reality Von Teese said all of these things that you have in the recording. It's not AI, but you have them cut again and are not playing the full thing. So I want to hear the full stuff and not what you have cut up to fit whatever you want to say or have your puppet mama say, because obviously she knows and listens to every recording and is whispering shit to you and when to play it. And again, nobody's asking Miss Heather how she got these recordings. And again, once you ask her how she got these recordings, why is the bitch who took part in the page playing in your motherfucking hair? She's your hairstylist. How the fuck does that work out? The bitch who you're mad at for taking part in the page, you're not mad at the bitch who also took part in the page, who is now playing in your hair, who now you are paying to play in your hair. What the fuck?
I gave them my Instagram. Let me back up. I gave them my Instagram that I was looking at my baby daddy with because their first Instagram got shut down within like minutes.
Oh, wow.
Or the videos got taken down, something like that. Either the page got shut down or the videos got taken down, something like that.
Right.
And then they were like, well, we need another burner. And I was like, well, I have this fence that I look at my baby daddy with, and you guys can take that. So they had me change the name on it, whatever. So that's why I was logged into it. And then I logged out. So after I logged out, it was only Monica. Monica changed the passwords. Monica changed everything.
Wow. So
she's so funny then to be like, oh my God, there were 6 people.
yeah,
No.
where's that coming from?
I have no idea, but I literally have a whole screenshot of when the other girl who was helping her with the Twitter, deleted the Twitter, and she had to reset the password again.
So it was mainly her. My whole thing.
It was only her. It was only Monica. She would ask us to help her with captions and stuff like that. Who was running that page was Monica. 100% Monica. We would give her a little like, yeah, post this, or no, don't do that, or that looks weird. Like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I opened that message on accident from the J guy, and he said that he is just running all over and he'll send some more tea soon, and then winked. What should I respond?
Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Tragic. Mad bitch. Tragic. You can't take this. Tragic. Mad bitch. Tragic. Why they hate this? Why they hate this? Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Playing traffic. Playing traffic. Why they hate this? Tragic. Playing traffic. Mad bitch. Tragic. Why they hate this? Mad bitch. You can't take this. You can't take this. Tragic. Why they hate this? Why they hate this?
Koa, I couldn't hear your message at all, but honestly, I agree. I think that Andy is saving face because I'm pretty sure Bravo has a bigger plan than what we can actually see. So patience is a virtue. Yes, and phase 2, let's get fucking ratchet. Yeah, you guys, honestly, I say we start letting out all her shit. Because even if she knows who it is, she can't prove it. So while she can't prove it, fuck being nice. Like, tell the world what an evil cunt she is, because she's a cunt.
You didn't have to give that information away to your housewife, to the other castmates, to build the storyline and paint you out to be this Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm still waiting for the other castmates and women to share what Reality Von Teese spoke about them, because if you go back and look at that page, and if you've been following that page since 2021, thank you very much. But there is nothing that says anything about the other women. If it mentioned the other women in or on that page or in the stories of that page, it was in favor of them.
How do you feel about your mom tweeting about the show every week? I mean, for someone who left her 12-year-old to go pursue a career in television.
Ooh, Mr. Andy, was that shade? Because to me, you ate Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / Reality Von Teese's mother to the bone. Rightfully so, because anybody who abandons their child is a sick ass, tired ass, dumb ass, don't need to have no kids ass bitch. And I'm saying this as somebody who was adopted. Okay, so yes, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, damn. All she did was eat your show up on Twitter, and now you eating her up, and she ain't there to defend herself. No, I'm playing. Again, rightfully so, but I see your shade, girl.
I think your mom was kind of auditioning to be a housewife a little bit.
When I applied to get on the show, I did my final interview,
Yep.
and my mom said, let's say a prayer. And then she prayed that she would get it instead.
Call the police now. Give them a warning.
Get her.
I'm going to be in jail. No problem.
Get her.
You're going to be in intensive care. Do you hear me?
Trash day valet living, come and get her. Bird cloud chasing silly hope. Trash day valet living, come and get her. Bird cloud chasing silly get her. Come and get her.
When I catch you, your ass is mine on God. I promise you. When I catch you, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you in your mouth, your throat, and your solar plex.
The only thing that you did was unite those 4 assholes. That's the only thing that you did. How can you forget that your job is to get on air time, to get into as many scenes as possible? You gotta play nice. I know you don't like her. I know you got beef with her, but you're an actress. You gotta pretend like all is right in the world. It's a job. It's a show. It's a reality show that you worked hard to get on.
You left me completely in the fucking water with these bitches. You took Angie's side. I was not a disaster. I was not an embarrassment.
You were in someone's home yelling and dropping F.
So was everyone else. Go yell at them. Go yell at Heather. Go yell at Lisa.
No one else was
Yes,
dropping F.
they were. You should have been listening harder then, I guess. You should have been listening harder. She started it.
This is a job.
Don't come over here and start this shit with me.
Don't make it personal.
You don't understand? Go talk to Lori because you're a fucking mess. And you fucked it up yesterday. She's the head person. You should know who she is.
Okay.
You are insane. You looked like a crazy person. Just so you know.
Don't do that. I took the day off.
Super
I
classy.
took the day off from
I
work.
fell down the fucking stairs. And all you could.
That's on you. Wow. Nobody pushed you down the stairs. I took.
Wow! Get out of my house!
The
Get
day
the
off
fuck
from
out of my
work.
house! Get the
I
fuck
took the
out
day
of my
off
house!
from work.
I fell down the stairs and you're like, that's on you? That's on
right.
you? You're
That's on
disgusting. You're
That's on
disgusting.
you.
You are disgusting.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for coming over with this toxic shit. Thank you.
Fucking balls.
Take the fucking balls. You are so gross. Your kid falls down the stairs and you say that's on me? You are so gross.
You should not.
You are so gross.
You shouldn't have run away.
Run away? I was leaving. You were in my face.
You shouldn't have run
being
away.
disgusting in front of all those
being
people.
disgusting.
I was being disgusting.
You were
Angie
being
started that shit. Angie started it.
You put a kibosh on.
You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what you're doing.
Bye. You came over
And you abandoned me.
I abandoned you? I abandoned you.
I took the day
Are
off
you
from
fucking
work
serious right
on
now?
the last day of the month.
Are you fucking
to do this for
serious
you.
right now?
I had to drive home in a shit box.
A shit box? You should be grateful they paid for your ride. How about thank you for giving me a free ride home?
How about thank you? I took the day off from work to do that.
I did
for you.
say that. And then you
no,
fucking...
didn't.
Yes, I did. Mom, stop. Stop. The fact that you are the
Busiest day of
victim
the
right
month.
now...
I'm not saying I'm the victim.
You are acting like the victim.
Well, you're
You
yelling.
said...
Don't
You
yell at
said,
me.
I'm in my
Take it
house.
down.
I'm in my house.
Take it down.
You don't want to be yelled at? Then
Take it
leave.
down.
I don't have to.
Take it
I
down.
don't have to. You are in
lost
my
sight.
house.
You lost sight of the vision.
You have...
You lost sight of the job.
Oh my God.
You lost sight.
Okay.
out of control.
And that's why
else's
Lori said my shit was the best of everyone that night, and everyone else dropped the fucking ball.
You were the hottest mess. That makes you the best.
Yeah.
That's what you
get
want.
the assignment.
That's what you want
Get the assignment.
You
were disgusting. You looked like an awful mother. You didn't even fucking care I fell down the stairs.
No,
All you
I
wanted.
didn't.
Wow. Okay, get out. Get out. Dead ass. Get out of my house. Nana is waiting. She's very upset. Thanks.
And your boobs hanging out were disgusting.
Okay.
Damn, I really feel bad for Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / reality Bontees, because your mother, she really is a selfish ass bitch. And I don't mean to be rude and nasty, disrespecting your mother like that. I'm just saying, like, she praying against you, praying for your spot, or not praying against you, but like I said, praying for your spot. And let me clarify and clear up, because I know I sound like a bitter bitch as I'm adopted, as I told y'all earlier, and I ate up people who abandon their children. I know people have certain circumstances they go through that lead them to do so, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, you have to be a tired ass, dumb ass, delayed ass, don't need to have no kid ass bitch if you're going to abandon them ass bitch in the first place. And then to not have any change in your life, as when you get older, you're still, when I say make change, I just mean like, okay, Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown's mother, excuse me, I started to get twisted in this bitch, but her mother abandoned her, and her mother is still at her big age, still, I said still twice, but she's still, for the third time, showing selfish behavior, again, at her big age. So she hasn't made any change in her life, which can be frustrating as a child to watch, and want a relationship with a parent who is not making change. As, again, I know I said this for the 1,000th time. Damn, this edible is getting to me, honey. But like I said, I'm adopted in this bitch, and I'm going through a relationship with my parents. And, you know, I have been, or talked about being abused on this channel with my parents. And I am working on a relationship with them, even though that has happened in the past, and it can be hard when you don't see the actions of your parents changing, or I shouldn't say both of them, but I'm not trying to eat my parents up. This isn't a therapy session or anything of the sort, but I'm just saying, like, it can just be hard to have a relationship with anybody when you don't see any change.
I felt really bad hearing her story, and especially, and I believe every moment of her saying that when she thought that she botched her audition,
this was the craziest.
They prayed for Monica to get on the show, and then the mother at the end of the prayer said, "And if you don't get cast, let them cast me."
Yeah,
and let me tell you something. I believe that with every fiber of my being, and I believe, my heart went out to Monica. I was like, oh wow, that is rough. Now, John, what you missed was Miriam Cosby.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Miriam
Stay a little bit longer. I saw her come out, and I saw her first 5 minutes.
I was gonna say that you're gonna wanna stay tuned. You're gonna want to stay tuned. She calls out the Mormon Church for being racist. She calls out. I mean, she came out guns blazing.
Like I said, Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / reality Bontees. I'm sorry you're going through that. And two, Miss Monica Lewinsky all on my gown / reality Bontees' mother, you need some help, because you should not be treating your daughter as such, as your competition. Again, she's your daughter. You should want her to win. Don't be a weird, sick ass bitch. Okay, so the next part of the reunion we're going to see is Miss Mary, and we're going to see her talk about her relationship with her child.
Is he married or not?
They said they're married, but I still haven't seen that, like,
The paperwork.
why am I hearing rumors that you're married? So if I'm hearing it from people, I want to hear it from you. Is it true?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know if it's true. Yes or no? No, yes. Maybe, sort of. Lord, please let it be no.
Bling, bling, bling. Bitches is mad.
First class in the sky, real high.
You want to have
have fun? You wanna have fun? You wanna have fun? You better spend funds.
Nani so banani, fly me to Milan. First class pussy, shit so bomb. I need a big dick, long like King Kong. A big, big tongue, the ding dong.
I can't even say it. Like, I'm like, get your girlfriend. Like, I keep calling her girlfriend, so. But maybe.
And so I get once your child is older, you probably don't know everything that they're doing. But, Mary, I'm a little bit confused because your child lives with you. So, you don't know if he's married or not. Like, what's going on?
I think he felt that he couldn't tell you that he was married?
Of course, because I was steady telling him that is not your wife.
Do you think he's too young or?
Yeah, way too young to be
How
married.
old is he?
He's 21 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
How is it living with Robert Jr. and his wife?
Well, I mean, about 3 months before we started filming, she moved in.
Damn, Mary, I don't mean to talk about children, but your son is lit. Okay, did you see them pictures? He is having a ball in your house. You don't know what's going on. You don't smell that. You don't smell that ganja. One spliff a day, keep my mind right. Okay, girl, you in there getting lit up too. I'm not accusing you of doing drugs or saying that you doing drugs with your child or anything. I'm just saying, like, how you don't know anything. You don't know if your child is married. You don't know if he's doing drugs. You don't know what's going on inside your house. What you in there doing? Okay, so let's move on to the next thing, which I want to talk about. Well, this is a whole thing of stuff I want to talk about. What the fuck am I talking about? About twice. I need to stop repeating words. Okay, but I wanted to say, like, Heather, you took such a issue with a fan joining the show and infiltrating the group when, like, you basically said you were a fan of the Housewives franchise. Let's play this clip and then let's talk about it.
Were you a Bravo viewer before?
Yes, I'm a total Housewives fan, Bravo fan. Been following the Housewives since the inception of OC.
Oh, really? Do you have a favorite franchise?
My favorite franchise is Housewives of New York. I love New York City and I love that cast and I've just been always drawn to it, but I've watched all of them.
That's great. When you were going into this and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be a Bravo Real Housewife. Was there someone who came to mind in terms of a Bravo celebrity that you were like, I hope we become friends?
Yeah, I hope I become friends with all of them. Like every single one. There's no one that I wouldn't want.
So I wanted to play that clip because basically, isn't that the same thing as like Monica? She was basically a fan and she wanted to join the show. Now, I'm not saying you did the same thing as Monica to join the show as like making a stalker fan bully page to harass cast members who are on a show. But I'm saying like the same aspirations that you had, she had. So I don't know why you guys are looking down at her for having those same aspirations. Now, I do get the going about it is a sickening way, like, again, making those pages, but like, Heather girl, I think you were part of the pages too, because it just doesn't make sense to me that you're mad at one girl and not the other, and you're hiring one to play in your motherfucking head, even though she took part in the page. Is it because she's giving you all of the tea that you want to, like, get this bitch off your show? The star? The new girl? The new star? That's what I meant to say. But like, is that it? I don't know, girl. I'm watching you, Heatherette. But let's move on to the Real Housewives of Potomac. And guess who they're still talking about? Tired ass. Y'all know who.
Did you really put your credit card in?
What I will say is, yes, Juan was an idiot and communicated with this woman on Instagram, you know, because I mean, whatever. He's bored. He needs attention. He's, it's the pandemic, blah, 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 whatever.
Fabiana, Tapiana, Strapiana, Daikiana, Rabiana, Miss Dyke, the Daikiana, Miss Rabiana, Miss Dyke, Rabiana. Rabiana, Tapiana, Strapiana, Daikiana, Rabiana, Tapiana, Miss Strapiana, the Daikiana, Miss Rabiana, Miss Dyke, Rabiana, Tapiana, Strapiana, Daikiana, Rabiana, the Daikiana, Rabiana.
I'm really happy for her to maybe have this opportunity.
No, I paid for the room.
You did?
Her credit card was down. She got me.
But Robin, this week you admitted on your podcast that Juan had been involved with another woman during COVID and that you knew about it ahead of season 7 and that the situation had been, quote, handled.
Yeah, Real Housewives of Potomac, Robin Dixon addresses allegation of Juan Dixon cheating. The Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Robin Dixon recently admitted that her husband Juan Dixon did in fact have an affair with a woman while they were engaged, and that is one of the reasons why their wedding was delayed. Last week, a woman came forward alleging that she had a relationship with Juan during the pandemic, and she literally had receipts to prove it. Ooh, honey. Yes, for the starless Robin Dixon, child.
I feel like Juan gave her the story that she has regurgitated to all of us.
Definitely.
Okay. And then did Juan ever tell you that there was any sort of like real relationship with Robin when you guys started talking, or was that clear to you when you guys were talking? Like, did you know that they were in a like relationship, or did it?
Very clear that the relationship was for TV. Like, it was for the fans. It was a paycheck. And that was just their obligation, right? And they needed to do what they needed to do pretty much for TV. And he made it clear that he does have that respect for Robin, but it was not a real relationship. It was just not like a real loving relationship. It was just more of co-parenting and, kind of best buddies.
So then with that, it's clear that he didn't want to tell her the real story for whatever reason, even though you would think that they would be fine with it if it's just for TV. But now, one last thing. She had also mentioned that you sent Juan a request via Zelle or something for $4,000, basically, I guess, insinuating that you were asking for the money in order to not go to the blogs or something to that. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, it's a little outrageous, and I wish she would have put more thought into her statement, because I am in Canada. I am a Canadian citizen. And in 2023, we don't have Zelle. We don't accept Zelle. I can't request Zelle. I don't have access to that on my phone. There's other means of sending money for Canadians, and Zelle just is not an option. And everybody knows that.
You're on a reality show about your life.
Yeah.
And infidelity has been the hot topic of the season. And you've played a part in the conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you stay silent through the season?
Just
I'm a grown man. I made a mistake.
for the record.
I made a mistake and I owned it. No, your dumb ass didn't own nothing, bitch. You got caught up. And now your stupid ass got fired from your main job. And now you on this little job because you got fired again from your main job. So that's why you are owning it now in our filming. Because before, you ain't want to have nothing to do with Miss Rabiana and her strap. Keep it a buck and shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, good.
All right, you ready to roll? While he's turning, someone has to hold and grab from the other end, okay? You'll see it begin to...
You know what? Let me shut the fuck up because I actually don't know why Juan got fired. And it's not because he was cheating, but I could have sworn it was due to the knowing about the catfishing scandal that went on with one of his players, or one of his players was catfished by one of the coaches, or I don't know what went the fuck on. You can watch
the montage that I did, that will try to explain it. Even though I did that, I still am confused, and I don't know why Juan got fired, and we won't get any honesty from a lying ass bitch. So yeah, I just want to clarify again, he wasn't fired for cheating, if that's what my words led you to believe. Okay, so the next scene we're about to see in here now is Miss Wendy and her bleaching ass mom. Okay, Wendy, I don't want to do your mama like that, because I love mamas and I don't like disrespecting people's mamas, because I wouldn't want nobody talking about my mama. I'm just saying, like, your mama is bleaching down, like she really likes skin, girl, skin just like a light bulb. Okay, I can say that because I'm a little bit of a light bright, even though this light setting here is giving me crunch, a little bit crunchy vibes. I'm not saying like dark skin is not beautiful, I'm just saying like the tone of darkness that this light is giving me is giving a little bit crunchy. I don't know where I'm going with this, but like I said again, Wendy, your mother, what's going on?
This whole thing has been happening between myself and this girl, Neka. What's her name?
What's her name, bitch? Ooh, Wendy, girl, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call your mama that, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying I need y'all to stop playing in my face. Because you talking about what's her name? Girl, you know her name. You know you probably discussed this with your daughter by now. Both your daughters. What the fuck you talking about? You don't know who Ineka is. You probably don't know her like that, but you have heard this name before. You said that was her name, girl.
Neka. Okay. You know Leb. Neka kept on saying, your mom said she's going to put my name on the shrine. She's going to do this. She's going to do that.
And she submitted my name to a shrine. And threatening to send my in-laws' name to a shrine.
It was never about Neka.
Nice try. Nice try. It was not a fight between friends. Ivy told my in-law that Wendy was upset that I had allegedly used her name, and I'm telling people that she and I are friends, to be amongst a social circle. It seemed like her sister and her mom were trying to prevent me from like interacting with these women.
Maybe instead of them to see you as a fellow Nigerian, they're seeing you as a Nigerian that maybe want to take somebody's spot.
So if that's the case, that's really disappointing and alarming. Got it. Which is incorrect. Okay. I met her at an event, but I've never said that she and I are friends because I don't know her. I met her in passing. Okay, got it.
You knew exactly who I was.
Get her, get her, get her. Get her, get her, get her, get her.
I didn't know you. I still don't know you. Where did all the hatred come from? The hatred came from her sister communicating that I'm a clout chaser. I'm jealous of you. Everything under the sun. So you went and told her sister and her mama that I was on the show and they were mad.
Her and my sister were friends. They're no longer friends.
As of April 7th, when your mom threatened shrines on people. And that's where she puts their names of people. What? She's doing voodoo on you? This woman put a hex on me. And then she says that we should ask about her in the DMV. Ask about who? Wendy's mom and her shrine and her prayers, and check on those people who I've prayed against and see how they're doing. They're not doing well. Is this normal? Mm-mm. Okay. Because culturally, like, we're supposed to be sisters, you know?
This is like so creepy. I've had a lot of going on in my life, and I'm starting to think that Wendy's mother put a hex on me.
She did.
That she prayed against me. She threw my name somewhere.
I was under the impression with this whole conversation that you didn't really know her.
I mean, that's my sister's friend. That's my
She said she
honored her at your daughter's party.
Oh, you mad? Oh, you mad?
Yeah, so she is older sister Ivy that's been contacting my husband's cousin because she's been friends with him for like 13 years. You honored her at your daughter's party.
Were you there? Or were you still in LA smoking crack?
Crack, because that's what I smell. Be careful with the allegations, honey. Nobody's smoking crack over here.
No way.
That it's because of drugs?
No. Mm-mm. Now, I grant you, I partied. But there have been times when I know I was going through a lot of emotional stress and my eating habits were awful.
Whitney dying. Crack rehab fails.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight.
We shouldn't put out like drug accusations out on the floor. Unless it's true.
Let's not put out any allegations. Let's be clear.
Why are you drinking your drink? I had to take a sip because this is hilarious.
And when I talked to Ivy, she had explained to me that her and Leb had a falling out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you, okay.
Her and Lebby had a falling out.
Okay.
And you know, I take Lebby as my daughter.
Hold the fuck on. Because I could have sworn Wendy was claiming she didn't know who Lebe was. But then all of a sudden she knew who Lebe was, and it was Wendy's sister's friend. Like, okay. I'm just confused. Like, I can't take what you say as truth because you're not really giving me the truth. Like, with this NECA situation and Lebe situation. Because, again, I'm just confused because at first you didn't know Lebe. Or Lebe. I don't know. I don't mean to mispronounce her name if I am. But, like, yeah. Again, you claim you didn't know the girl at first. But now you do. And even more so, your mother knows her. And she was like a daughter to your mother. What? Like this whole Ineka, Lebe, Wendy's sister and Wendy's situation and the mother in the voodoo shrine witchy poo situation is really confusing to me. And I kind of want them to wrap it the fuck up.
The way she latches onto us, some people think she's one of my daughters. Right. It's very hard to find a friend. Very easy to make an enemy. Okay, so that's why I called them. I don't know this other person. What's her name?
NECA.
Okay.
She said that during the call, you had mentioned something about a shrine.
The only shrine I know is St. Jude's Shrine in downtown Baltimore.
Okay, like I said just a few minutes ago, I want them to wrap this whole hocus pocus storyline the fuck up. It was kind of ridiculous that you guys accused Wendy's mom of witchcraft when you guys never had any proof. Like, that just sounded ridiculous. You guys are going off of a new girl, and I'm not saying a new girl can't have truth to her story. I'm just saying, where was the evidence of said truth? Where was these phone calls? Like, you showing screenshots and stuff, but I want to see like recordings. We're in the age now where you need to step up your receipt game. Okay, so if you're going to accuse somebody being a witchy poo the house down, I need to see said evidence in this bitch. The only evidence I'm seeing is clearly that Wendy's mama is bleach. I'm gonna stop. So the next scene we're gonna see in this bitch is Ineka and Neka. Okay, sorry. We're gonna see Ineka and Candace sit down and have a nice little lunchy poo. Sorry, I'm adding poo to stuff, but I do that with witchy poo, and now I'm doing it with every word do.
Do you think me calling her a bitch justifies her saying, alleging that I'm a LA crackhead?
The crackhead came after a lot of...
I still don't know you. Where did all the hatred come from? The hatred came from her sister communicating that I'm a clout chaser. I'm jealous of you. Everything under the sun. So you went and told her sister and her mama that I was on the show and they were mad.
Her and my sister were friends. They're no longer friends.
As of April 7th, when your mom threatened shrines on people.
I need to feel like there's hope for you all to have a conversation.
I don't know how there can be a resolution, but I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't want this to be about Wendy. Like, I really do want...
Neka. Okay, I must stop saying your name like that. But girl, you have some motherfucking nerve. And you have the right to feel the way you do about being called a crackhead. But you have some nerve because you are going around accusing Wendy's mama of being a witchy poo. A witchy poo. You see my hands? A witchy poo. Hocus pocus. We have not seen said broomstick. No vial bottle of potions that witches have. We haven't seen anything of the sort. But you called her a witchy poo. But you're mad at being called a crackhead. Again, rightfully so. But like, you're being a hypocrite because you're doing the same thing, throwing out wild allegations. Okay, so moving on, the next show we're going to talk about is The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And guess what they're talking about still? Sutton's esophagus. Her throat. Why are we still talking about her throat and her esophagus? This is the storyline this season. Maybe we do need Lisa Rinna. Damn. Y'all down this bad?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I just got home from Jackson's volleyball game.
Fun. What do you think about last night's Kyle's event?
Sutton, you guys know her the best, right? I feel like you guys are the closest with her. Small esophagus. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse.
Okay, I
but
have a
it's
question for
driving me
you.
Bananas.
Google narrow esophagus.
And
It's very much a thing.
Everybody needs to just stay their ass off Google and mind their business. I don't even know why, like I said earlier, this whole esophagus issue or whatever's going on is a storyline. Like, why do y'all care so much about what's going on in her throat? Isn't there more pressing questions? Like, I want to know, how does Dorit and her husband really make their money? Like, they're extremely rich, and I'm not saying they can't be. I'm just saying, like, how do they make their money? Because they have all these lawsuits, and I heard they steal. I'm just saying, like, y'all asking people the wrong shit. You coming on the show, you need to come on with a bang, not with you arguing about an esophagus. And now this is towards Anna Marie, but now we got Crystal Googling shit too now. Like, girl, this is all too much. Like I said, stay off Google and mind your business.
you can't say this is 100% the way it is all the time.
No, and actually when you type it in, one of the next words is genetic. So there's a genetic issue to it, and she was saying that her family has it.
Okay, so a bunch of you guys tagged me in this clip of Anna Marie talking to Sutton about her esophagus, and I finally had time to watch the episode, so now I'm gonna weigh in. I think it was very disturbing how Anna Marie was like weaponizing her medical profession to tell Sutton things about her own condition. I'm gonna digress a little bit here and just talk about the esophagus. So the esophagus exists for one reason, which is to get food from your mouth into your stomach. It's just like a long, narrow tube. Sometimes the esophagus can have a stricture, which is a narrowing, and it can be severe or it can be mild. The first symptom that patients usually present with is difficulty swallowing. So you don't just chew your food more. Like, a stricture is a stricture, and you can chew your food all you want, but unless you blend it into a smoothie, if your stricture is narrow, you're gonna have like the feeling of some food stuck in your esophagus. The most common cause is GERD, which is reflux disease, very common, peptic ulcer disease, cancer, eosinophilic esophagitis. Now, I specialize in thoracic anesthesia, so I'm very, very familiar with the procedures that we use to dilate the narrowing. It's basically, we put a scope down the patient's mouth and go into the esophagus and locate where the stricture is. And then using a bougie, a balloon, or a guided wire, we are able to tent open the stricture a little bit more. I have done hundreds of these surgeries, and it's a minor procedure. You do have to undergo general anesthesia for it most of the time.
Coming to you live from my kitchen counter in pajamas because this is the only time I'm going to have to do this. I've been meaning to respond to the countless number of messages, DMs, and tweets about the Beverly Hills Sutton esophagus issue with Anne Marie. I just haven't had time, so here's my quick take. I'm not going to bore you with the medical details. Tiffany Moon did a great post, so if you want to go check that out, go for it. But here's my personal opinion on this. This is not a question about whether you are a nurse, a CRNA versus a physician. It does not matter where you fall in the spectrum, all the way from being a tech to being a doctor. You join the profession to be an advocate for patients. And as such, it is not our place to belittle, question, or demean a patient's symptoms or diagnosis. We are there to facilitate and help the patient through the medical process. And it was just very uncomfortable and cringy to watch Anne Marie belittle Sutton's symptoms in such a way. She's a lovely person, Anne Marie. I met her at BravoCon. We sat on the panel, but that scene was a no.
Hello, my dear.
Hey.
How are you?
Sorry, baby. I'm good. We need to talk.
We do need to talk.
Oh, no. We're going to talk right now.
Ooh, Sutton, you're getting nasty and talking to people bold. But the only problem I have with that is, you know I live for you, girl, though. I'm just saying, you play victim a lot. So I feel like if somebody was coming at you with the same energy you're coming towards them with, you would be, oh my God.
You picked the wrong person.
Girl. Okay, girl. Okay, hold on. Son, you know I love you, but ain't nobody taking you seriously. Girl, you ain't no threat. Ain't nobody afraid of you. Why do you think these bitches is trying you? Okay, girl, ain't nobody afraid of you.
Seriously, Sutton, let me explain something
Excuse me,
to you
ma'am.
first.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sutton.
No, ma'am.
Let me explain.
No, ma'am.
I don't yell. So if you want to make me yell, I
I'm
will
not
match
yelling.
your tone. Literally, Sutton approached me like I had been warned she would do. Everyone's like, oh, wait till Sutton yells at you. And I'm like, come again?
Here we go again. Someone's about to be toothless at this table in a minute.
We were all gussied up and making a scene.
Well, if you're going to have a confrontation, don't do it at the memorial service, celebration of life. Have it at
Homeless Not
Toothless. Listen, I gave him $25,000. That deserves a fight. We're going to end it tonight, and we're going to end it real fast.
I'm not yelling. You were. Now you're lying. You were yelling.
Oh, is this my third lie that
Yes,
I've
your
done?
third lie.
What was the first two?
The first one was that her doctor said she can drink and have gabapentin at the same time.
Which he did.
Well, you can't.
I have a board-certified doctor, GI, that I've seen. So I know what I have.
Anybody would have asked their colleagues. Anybody would have looked at her like she had two heads for saying something that didn't make sense. And then anybody would have been like, why are you yelling at me, crazy lady? Because you were the one who lied.
How dare you keep bringing my medical conditions up to people?
Right.
She won't stop. And I am tired of talking about it.
This is why I say Sutton likes to do all the questioning. She likes to get messy with other people and poke and prod into their business.
The reason why I initially asked you here is because of your TikTok video you did after watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a couple weeks ago. Now, you were tagged in this clip a lot about Anna Marie Wiley, the new cast member, which I have not really taken to yet, but she was using Sutton's small, dainty esophagus against her in a conversation. And I still was I was having a hard time understanding large esophaguses, small esophaguses, strictures. Can you walk us through that? What actually is a small esophagus? What is a stricture? How do you deal with these things?
Okay, yes. I want to thank the people who tagged me and brought it to my attention because I am not caught up on this season's Real House of Beverly Hills because I just have a lot going on. And it kept showing up in my social media. And I watched the clip, but then I didn't feel that I could speak about it until I saw the whole episode because you can't just watch a clip out of context. So I watched the whole clip and I was like, oh no, it wasn't out of context. Like she was this bad. So the esophagus is a tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. And it can have scar tissue, which is called a stricture. That can be high up in the esophagus or more commonly lower down in the esophagus, right where the esophagus meets the stomach. When people have that scar tissue called a stricture and they swallow certain kinds of food, especially like meat or bread, things that are not liquid or more easily passable, they get this feeling that the food is like stuck in their like, I don't know how to describe it, but everyone's had it before. It's called dysphagia, problem swallowing. And it's actually a common problem, which is why I was kind of surprised that Anna Marie, who is a medical professional, like did not know anything. Like, this is not some rare esoteric problem. Like,
oh my gosh, Dr. Moon, I had
is super common.
After I talked about it on my show last week, I had so many people reach out to say, I have this problem, or my friend or my husband has this problem. And I wasn't aware how much of an issue this actually is, that it's fairly commonplace.
Yeah, it's very common. I mean, not very common, but fairly common because the main causes of it are like GERD, which is very common, peptic ulcer disease, which is very common, and then less commonly eosinophilic esophagitis or cancer, which I'm glad. Those are less common causes. But basically, she was just speaking incorrectly. Not only was she wrong, but she was like weaponizing her profession as a healthcare worker to sort of tell Sutton how she should and should not be feeling, and she should just chew her food more. When she said that, I was appalled. I was like, the way you treat an esophageal stricture is one, not to gaslight your patient, but two, not to tell them to chew their food more. Like, that is so condescending. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when the esophagus has a stricture, it doesn't matter how much you chew your food unless it's like liquid or smoothie, and for sure it's going to pass the stricture. You're going to get that feeling of dysphagia and discomfort. And I just, when she said that, I was like, oh, now I got to say something.
And you said that I made up.
I didn't say you made it up.
You said she lied.
Scoured all of my medical books. I went to
And?
work.
She asked questions.
I asked anesthesiologists. I asked ENTs. They said, you can say that to a lay person, but if you say that to someone in medicine, you look stupid. I said what she said does not make sense medically.
You said that as well, but you said she lied.
Okay, I said if it's a lie. I said if.
You said she lied to me twice.
Yes, about the gabapentin, and then potentially
This. So you said she lied.
Potentially.
Just say it.
Crystal, you were the one saying she has an eating disorder.
Oh, you. Okay, wait a minute. You a gaslighting, lying ass, tired ass bitch. When did Crystal sit there and say that that girl had an eating disorder when she herself has had and dealt with a eating disorder? Now, why would she even say such and accuse somebody of having that? Your dumbass was sitting there saying that and accusing her of such for a storyline. And now you want to say that Crystal did? Girl, you are sitting here gaslighting the house down.
Did you have an eating disorder?
Are you out of your mind? You're implying that she has an eating disorder.
I'm not. For the record, those are Crystal's words, not mine. I never said that. I am trained to be a critical thinker. So when I hear something that doesn't make sense, we try to put, Crystal, did you want to go to med school? If you'd gone to med school, you'd get that.
Did you go to medical school?
Exactly, Crystal. Eat Miss Mary Antoinette up in this bitch, or Miss... What's her name? Anna Marie. Eat Miss Anna Marie up, like I just said, okay? Because she don't know what she's talking about. We don't know if she really went to medical school because the facts of what she's saying don't seem to be true. As the Throat Association came out and said that whatever you're saying is false, along with other nurses coming forward and saying that you're lying and don't know what you're talking about. So again, I don't want to play you, as I know going to nursing school can be hard and long and strenuous and stuff like that, but you may need to go back because it's clear, well, at least to other people, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You tell me you were an anesthesiologist when I met you.
Here we go. Like downplaying my profession again.
No. You're such a bitch. You owe me a big apology.
I apologize, Sutton, for being concerned and inquisitive about something that anybody in my fake profession would have been concerned about. I do apologize for that. Whether or not you accept it, that is on you.
Just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. For my part. For my part in everything that happened.
I will talk about my esophagus issue all day.
Well, I'm sorry that I upset you by talking about your esophagus.
Behind my back.
Behind your back, and I'm not proud of the things that I said.
A stricture means a narrowing. So in this schematic drawing here, this is like a child's torso. This would be the chest, the diaphragm muscles separating into the abdomen, and this is the trachea here, and the esophagus going into the stomach. So a stricture here you can see is a narrowing of the esophagus. The most patients we see for this started off with esophageal atresia. So they were born with esophagus that wasn't connected. They had a surgery to bring those two ends together. That gives you a connection. It's often the case that the esophagus starts off wider at the top and narrower at the bottom with esophageal atresia. And then as this circular connection heals, sometimes the scarring process can contract and make a circle that contracts into a tight circle. That can be more common if the original connection had a trouble with leak. And the way you deal with esophageal strictures most commonly is to do what's called a dilation, most commonly with a balloon. So you can stick a balloon catheter down the esophagus and then inflate that balloon, sort of shaped like a hot dog, if you will. They have different sizes, and that can try to expand that stricture. And doing these dilations is easy enough, and that's done routinely sort of at places all over the country. The problem that we often find is children who have what we call a refractory esophageal stricture, meaning you're doing dilations, you're trying to do things to improve it, but it's not working. Like, it keeps coming back. And with the problem is when you do a balloon dilation, you're basically forcing a stricture to get bigger, but you're essentially traumatically doing that. So you're causing an injury in order to force a scar to get bigger. And sometimes the reaction of the body to that injury is just to scar again. And so for children who have a stricture that's not improving after 3 or 4 dilations, especially if you're getting up to 5, 6, or 7 or 8 dilations, often that is a patient that is best referred to a specialty or to a program that specializes in children with esophageal atresia who see a high volume of that problem. The techniques that we use to look at those is really to understand it in detail. Especially for kids with esophageal atresia, they can also have other issues related to their airway. But things that we will look at is, one, how tight is this stricture? Sometimes it can be so tight it's that the two ends are really literally disconnected. How long is it? Is it very short? Or sometimes we'll see a stricture that can look like this. It's just really long. It'd be unusual to be able to get a stricture that looks like that to improve only with balloon dilations. Sometimes you'll see a stricture that is actually very short and even asymmetric. The other issues we'll see with strictures is, where is the stomach? Sometimes with esophageal atresia, in order to bring the esophagus together, we see cases where the stomach is actually pulled up into the chest. These kids often have worse reflux disease that also impacts the stricture. And it also means that the esophagus is too short at 2 different areas. It's too short at the level of the stricture. For example, here, you're missing that amount of esophagus. But if the stomach is also pulled up above the diaphragm, you're too short on the esophagus by that amount too. And so these are some of the details we'll look at to decide what's the best way to handle a stricture. And to be honest, it's often just looking at it directly with experienced eyes to see how is this stricture responding to dilations. The techniques that are very common for us to employ are the endoscopic techniques include steroid injections. Sometimes that can limit the scarring response. So as you traumatize the stricture to make it bigger, if you inject steroids, sometimes you can take the edge off the scarring response and get a less severe scar in response to it. Strictures like this, you can often do a cutting procedure through the endoscope. It's not very common for GI doctors to do that, but for our program here, Dr. Wilsey, who sees a lot of kids with this problem, is very experienced with that. And that can make a big difference in sort of removing some scar by cutting it, so that, which a balloon often won't do. And then sometimes you frankly have to make a decision that certain strictures are better to reoperate on, and to go back and sort of cut out the stricture and to redo the connection. And for that, you have to think about where the stomach is. And this would be an area of basically reoperative esophageal surgery or reoperative esophageal atresia surgery. What we found is if you take a comprehensive approach and look at all the different types of strictures and different aspects and options you have, we would have a very high success rate to find a solution so that you're not dependent on recurrent dilations, and finally get to a place where you can eat well by mouth without getting food stuck or other problems.
Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. get her, get her, get her, get her, get her.
You such a sweetheart. Give me your address, bitch.
Get her.
Anna Marie, girl, you're a sick bitch, okay? You came on the show starting with somebody in their throat. And whatever you're saying happens to be wrong. You even have doctors in hospitals coming forward and saying how wrong you really are. And now you want to apologize for starting with Sutton in her throat. And you didn't mean it. And you were just inquisitive in that anybody would be asking these questions if they were a nurse or a doctor. Well, there are nurses and doctors, and they don't think you, one, should be asking these questions or like gaslighting people about their conditions. And two, mind your business, bitch. You're saying wrong information to begin with. So you're flopping all the way around. I just don't understand. And on that note, we're just going to end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Or, hold on. I just want to talk about how Anna Marie quickly moved on from her issue with Sutton, even though she thinks that Sutton was lying. And now she has a issue with Crystal. You just want to issue with people for a storyline is what it's giving to me, okay? So, yeah. We're going to end it here, and I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you guys are listening on Spotify, thank you. Oh, one other note, I have an announcement. If you guys are open, or any of you who are open to sharing your life, if you are a stripper, a doctor, a nurse, all of those above, a stripper in a nurse's uniform, yes, reach out to me because I want to create my own little reality show of sorts. I want to have 6 people who are open again to sharing their life. It will be like a vlog style type of show with, again, 6 people who are interesting, and I will edit and combine it into one video or episode, and it will premiere on here each week or every other week. So again, if you are interested, email me at KarenHugersWig@gmail.com. Again, my email is KarenHugersWig@gmail.com. And also, I have another announcement. If any of you are bad bitches, okay, I know I have some bad bitches subscribers. I just choked on my words, but you get what I was trying to say. If any of you are bad bitches and can dance or want to try to dance or are funny or make good content and want to make content to any of my songs, please do. And I will be giving away some items, okay? I will be giving away, again, free stuff. Who doesn't want free stuff? All you got to do is create something creative to one of my chaotic songs. Okay, that's all you gotta do. And we're gonna end it here with one of my chaotic songs. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I love you.
Why they hate this? Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Why they hate this? You can't take this. 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 Why they hate this? You can't take this. Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Tragic. Mad bitch. Tragic. You can't take this. Tragic. Mad bitch. Tragic. Why they hate this? Why they hate this? Why they hate this? Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Mad bitch. Playing traffic. Playing traffic. Why they hate this?
Yes, okay, so if you're not a mad bitch and want to participate and you happen to be a bad bitch, please do, because I have plenty of prizes for you to win, as long as you have the best video, okay? So I have some beauty supply stuff. I have some Strappy-Ana stuff. I have some more Strappy-Ana stuff. I have some nail stuff. What else we got in here? My ring's falling off. And I got some shoes fresh out the box. So if you would like to win, please participate and please be creative. And on another note, more information about the show, I know it's kind of vague about like the filming process of the show. When I do this and I'm picking 6 people, you guys will not have to live in the same area or have to interact with each other. I just want people who are willing and open to share their life and whatever they're going through, whether it's hard or like a new business starting or just whatever you want to share. So if you feel like this would be the great, or not great, but a good platform for you, then email me again, like I said, at KarenHugersWig@gmail.com. And I again want to thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.